this way.
Thank you.
What can I help you with? What time?
I would like to open an account.
Oh,
for the
perfect.
event.
Well, welcome to Visions. You've made a great choice. I'm assuming you're not a member with us right now?
No.
All right. So how did you hear about Visions?
You guys came to the school and I was off that day, so.
Okay, so you missed out. Well, I'm glad you took a chance and actually came out anyway. So you're a school teacher, I assume?
Yes, I am.
Which one of the towns?
Saddlebrook.
All right. You've been doing that for a long time?
Yes. Never around 10 years.
All right. Have you always been in Saddlebrook? Or?
No, I just moved here.
Do you live local as well? From?
No, I live in Mawa.
Okay, and you moved from?
From the middle school. I used to work in Mawa
Okay.
Yes.
To Saddlebrook.
to Saddlebrook.
All right, it's not far. It's about 20 minutes or so.
Yes.
All right. So we came to your school,
Yes.
and what did you hear about us? Because I'm sure there was someone that told you something.
They were offering $50 to open the account.
Okay.
And you guys have great services.
Okay.
And I just want to see what I can do here. You know, if I can, what kind of accounts do you guys have?
Right. Was there a specific college that talked to you about Visions?
Yes, actually, one of my colleagues opened an account, and she's refinancing an auto loan with you guys.
Awesome. I love it. And I love it because, I mean, the best way to get a member for us is through referrals. So we love referrals. There's no better way. Do you know anything about credit unions or a little more about the
Not
Visions
really.
overall? So credit unions function like banks in many ways. They have all the products, all the service, and I know products is a very banky word, but we have basically everything you need. However, we're a little different because we're non-for-profit. So once you actually become a member of a credit union, you're an owner of a credit union as well. So we are a non-for-profit bank. I know it's like a paradox. Not many people know. It's kind of a hidden secret. Well, Visions has been around since the 1950s. So is an organization that's been around for a while. We started out at Binghamton, and we moved to New Jersey back bar and a couple of smaller credit unions a few years back. But this is a great place for us to be, and really teachers are at the heart of Visions and the credit unions overall. So I am glad you chose us. Now, we obviously have a lot to offer and different varieties of it. So if you don't mind, I would love to ask some questions just to understand kind of what you're looking for, how do you like to bank, and then maybe kind of get deeper to understand what's the best avenue to go for. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So you moved, did you move with your family
Yes,
in
with
town?
my husband and my kids.
Oh, how many kids?
3 kids.
3 kids? Oh my goodness. And what grade do you teach?
Middle school, 4th.
4th.
Grade. Is that middle school?
7th grade.
Sorry.
Let's say 7.
Okay.
Well, you're my hero anyway, because between 3 kids at home and a lot more in school, I don't know how you do it. But I can imagine you a fascinating age as well. So, does your husband work locally as well?
Yes.
Where does he work?
He has his own company.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he has a construction company.
Oh, nice, neat. And there's a lot of construction going on around, so it's a good time to be in that business too.
Yes.
Well, all right, so let's get started. First of all, where do you bank right now? So kind of what are you used to?
Bank of America.
All right. So what do you have with them, or how do you go to the branches? Do you use online banking? How do you like to bank with them?
I go to the bank sometimes.
Okay.
Especially Saturdays. I have just the basics with them, like checking, savings, credit card with a small balance.
Okay.
That's it.
And in addition to that, do you have any other bank CDs, loans, other locations, or Bank of America is it for you?
I have my auto loan
Okay.
with Wells Fargo,
Okay.
and my mortgage with M&T Bank.
All right. How long have you had your mortgage?
10 years.
Nice. Getting closer to where you start paying down faster, right?
Yes.
That's a good place to be. So about your checking account, you do direct deposit, I assume? School?
It's mandatory, yes.
Okay. And how do you pay your bills? You write checks, you go online, how do you like to pay them?
I go online.
Okay.
Yes, I do it, most of my bills, they're paid online.
Right. So are you a believer in bill pay and mobile apps?
Not exactly mobile app, but bill pay, it helps.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You like your statements in the mail, or do you
I like my statements in the mail.
like these little reminders like come get me or come see me?
And no, I like to get
Your
my
paper.
paper
Okay.
statements.
That works great. What's kind of the most important thing when it comes to your checking account? What do you like most about what you have or what's important to you?
Well, I don't like the fact that they charge me.
Okay.
There's a monthly fee, and I have to pay for everything.
All right.
Checks, statements, whatever I need, I have to pay. Mhm.
Yeah, and it's a good thing you came today. You'll find that with credit unions, fees are very minimal because truly we all the profits that we generate really go back to minimizing fees and costs and providing better value, like better rates or better interest rates on your deposits. So you'll find that we're very competitive in that field. And we have it all when it comes to your online banking and bill pay at no cost. You can still get your statements out.
Oh, okay.
So it should make life easier for you.
Do you guys charge for checks?
Well, you get your free order out, your standard, so you're gonna love that too.
Oh.
If you still use
I like
checks.
that. Yes, I do.
Neat. Now, when it comes to checking, one question that I always ask, and that's because I learned it later in life, is are you a budget person? So are you one of those that will set up a monthly budget and kind of try to stick to it? How do you manage your finances?
I
monthly?
do.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yes.
Does Online Banking help you with that a little bit to kind of set up some of those budget like alerts when you go over and when you go under?
Which one, Bank of America?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, they do. They send me alerts all the time, and yeah, I have everything set up, my expenses.
Neat. And with your
Mhm.
Visions account, you'll have the option to do that as well. So it'll help you
okay.
manage. And when it comes to budget, that's very important. Very few people are still budgeting today. So,
Mhm.
but since we're talking about budget for a little bit, how do you save, or do you put a percentage of your income as a savings budget, or how do you allocate for that?
Yes, out of my paycheck, part of that goes to my savings, which I don't use, and the rest to my checking.
Okay.
And that's to pay my bills and my normal
Everything else,
purchase.
right?
Yes.
Well, with 3 kids and all, I can just imagine
Yes.
between gas and running around. Do they play any sports?
Yes.
Soccer?
Mhm, yes.
Okay, because I live in soccer fields most weekends nowadays, so I can relate to that. So let's talk about your savings a bit. You mentioned you have one with Bank of America,
Mhm.
and you save every month. How much do you save out of your paycheck?
Around $600.
Okay, and does your husband contribute to that too as part of his income from the business, or
No, he has his own
you
account.
keep it separate?
Yes.
Okay. And then when it comes to savings, are you saving for something specific? Is there a project you have in mind or something you're looking to do?
Not really, just for emergency purposes.
Okay.
Just
And-
to have it there.
Got it. On your checking account, let's say if there is an expense, or sometimes bills come out in the wrong time or wrong amount, that has happened too. Do you currently have overdraft protection with Bank of America, so in case something happens, everything is paid?
No, I don't.
You set up hold?
No.
Okay, so that's something to discuss, and maybe it will make your life easier.
Do you guys
as
offer
well.
that?
We absolutely do.
Okay.
And it's more of a peace of mind. Think of it as an insurance. If something goes wrong, you're covered. And then it gives you
Is
an
there a
opportunity
fee
to
to have
correct
it?
it. No, you'll have it at no cost.
Oh, okay.
And it'll really give you a peace of mind to that.
Okay.
So obviously the interest accrued on balance is a cost to it. But what I notice is that most of the time you identify that overdraft happened in a couple of days. So that's very minimal.
Is there a fee if I pay it off before? Like if I use it and then I pay it off right away, is there any fees? I have to wait
No.
until the end of the month?
There is no fees. You can pay it at any time.
Okay.
You can self-manage on online banking can help you with that.
Okay.
And maybe we'll venture you into mobile banking too to help you be closer to it too, but we'll wait a little later for that. So a few more questions on your savings. You mentioned it's just for emergencies, which is always great to have. Most families don't get to save every month, so the fact that you do is great, right? Do you have any CDs or any long-term funds as well, like something that you keep for kind of a project or your life savings?
I don't, and I saw you guys have a promotion right
You
now.
saw that, didn't you?
Yes.
Great. And yeah, that's another way why credit unions are really valuable to be a member of, because the rates we have are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe as we start looking further into it and transferring your relationship from Bank of America divisions, we can look into those funds, your savings accounts, to go into the CD.
Now, to
and then
open
you
the
can help it
account
grow.
with you, do I have to close my Bank of America account immediately?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
And we realize that switching finance, it takes time, so we
Mhm.
want this to be as smooth as possible. You can actually have a relationship, obviously, with the bank and a credit union at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But frankly, it's about what gives you the most value.
Mhm.
So if your account here is at lower cost, then there is no reason to retain an account with cost, right?
Correct.
Or if the interest rates in the savings account are higher, then there is no point to leaving balances with BOA. So it becomes this transition. We can help you through that, so it becomes seamless and your bill will be transferred over and everything if you'd like.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right, so now something different about credit unions is that to become a member with credit union, we actually do require revisions to pull in your credit report. So I actually will need your permission to be able to do so, and then let me explain why as well. It gives us an opportunity today to kind of review your outstanding debt and how you use credit, and in that process to help you consolidate, so maybe kind of improve your budget by minimizing your payments and getting you better rates and payments. So are you okay with me doing that right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just need you to sign here for me, consenting to us pulling credit today. Thank you.
Accept.
Please.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, so we'll take just a minute for this to upload. And while that does, now I know the teachers have a retirement plan in place, which is, I'm always grateful, right? You work
Yes.
10 months out of the year,
Yes.
rightfully so, because they're intense months. But the retirement plan, is usually one in place through the teachers union as well. Do you have anything in place yourself, anything established outside of that?
No, not really.
Okay. Now, and I know sometimes retirement kind of seems so far down the road, right? One question I always ask my members is if you have ever sat down to understand what kind of income you need at retirement to really keep your lifestyle that you have today. And 99.99% of the time, the answer is no. As you get closer to the retirement, that becomes a lot more relevant. So what we can offer as a credit union is really a free service from our retirement specialist. Mike is his name, actually. So
okay.
I recommend we set up, before you leave today, an appointment with him, and you
Is there
can
a fee?
kind of review. Absolutely not.
Okay.
It's part of your membership services with the credit union as well.
Okay.
And he will go over, and that's a credit report printing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna go over kind of what you need to prepare for, what do you have in place, and what kind of income do you need to sustain the lifestyle, which I think is a good starting point from a plan, right? Now let me take a look at this for you. All right. Well, first of all, congratulations. You have a great credit score, right?
Thank you.
And if you're a planner and a budget, and as I said, it's impressive, and it's obviously hard work and a lot of responsibility to get it all done. So congratulations. for
Thank
that.
you.
So when I look through the credit report, a couple of things that stand out. As you mentioned, your mortgage, you've had it for about 10 years.
Yes.
Do you know what the rate is on it?
Around 4%.
Okay. So 4% for market we are today is actually very competitive.
Okay.
So that's a good place to be. And you're in 10 years in. Was it a 30-year originally?
It's a 30-year.
Yeah, 10 years in. So this is probably not a good time for you to refinance, unless it's a good option to consolidate other debt into it. So now I know you mentioned your car loan. Is that your personal car?
Yes.
Okay. So is it? It's about $20,000 on it. Is it a new car?
Yes, it's a new car.
You just bought it.
Yes.
I can see from your smile that you're excited about it. Great. What kind of car is it?
It's an Acura.
Okay. And where'd you get it? Which
Where?
dealership? Yeah.
Oh, something local around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
We actually, Visions is well known for their lending when it comes to car loans. So a lot of the dealers around the area work with us and lend through Visions because of the deals that we have.
I'm good.
Do you know what rate you got in your Toyota?
Yes. 5%.
Oh wow, okay. So you have a great credit score. So something to review a little later too is maybe look at this car loan and if there's a better rate. With your credit score, you should be able to do a lot better. We're looking at about 3.745 right now for a new car.
Okay.
And you just bought it, so you should be able to qualify for that too, and that'll
Oh.
make a difference in your payment.
Okay.
So a couple of other things are a couple of credit cards you have out here, some balances, but not very high. What do you use your credit cards for? How do you use them normally?
Home repairs, whatever I need at home, I just use my credit card.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is your home, how new is your home? I mean, you said you've had this mortgage for 10 years, but
Yes.
is it, how many years ago did you buy it?
How old is the house?
Yeah.
The house was built in 1919.
Okay, so there's a lot of those surprises as you go.
Yes.
I would assume, yeah, I can imagine that. And normally credit cards are probably not your best method.
Okay.
Now, do you use rewards? Are you into rewards and getting cash back on the
I
purchases?
get some.
Right, because if you're using them for home improvements, there's usually larger charges, so it would be
Yes.
nice to get something back for it.
I do get some rewards, but the interest rate are very high,
Yeah, I
like
see.
over 20%.
And I see you have a Capital One, and then you have a Discover card, right?
Yes.
And I see your store cards obviously barely have any balances because you pay them off as you go.
Mhm, yes.
That's awesome. So between the two credit cards, there's actually about 18,000 in balances still outstanding. And if you were to think about the value of your home, do you know what that would be if you were to try to sell it?
Not really.
Okay, we can look that up.
Okay.
I think with what you're paying on your credit cards, it's probably a good opportunity to for us to look and to transfer this balance either into a 0% type offer with Visions, and you still have reward options, obviously.
With a credit card would do
Absolutely,
that? Okay.
they could do that.
What's the interest rate?
Well, it would be a lot lower than what you
Okay.
have right now. I'm kind of looking at the payments.
It has rewards as well?
It has a reward option
Oh,
on it as
okay.
well, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. In addition to that, however, depending, and we can look at your budget more closely to see if maybe a loan would work better or a credit card.
Oh.
A personal loan would give you at least the option to have that fixed payment.
I would like
and
to
fit
have
into your
that.
budget a lot better
Yeah.
too. So we'll run some numbers in a little bit and see which one kind of makes sense.
Okay.
You open to it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else on credit? Any other credit that kind of doesn't show or we didn't mention or discuss today?
No, that's all I have. Yes.
And I guess the last aspect that I really want to review is how are you protecting your family right now when it comes to life insurances? Do you have something in play?
No, I don't.
Have you ever gotten a quote?
I had before,
Okay.
but it was kind of expensive. So, do you guys offer life insurance as well?
We have great partners in place. We actually offer insurance from life insurance to disability and employment.
Okay.
And with the circumstances the way they are today, loss of income obviously can throw off a lot of things
Mhm.
when it comes to balances in life. So it's something I would highly recommend to at least listen into a quote and see if it's something that's affordable.
Okay.
So I'll get you in touch with the partner as well to get you a quote for it.
Okay.
And then who does your Toyota have the insurance with?
Geico.
Geico.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does your home have Geico as well?
Yes,
All right.
they're all together.
Awesome. It always does make sense for it to kind of be in the same place. You get those extra discounts, right?
Yes. Mhm.
But since we are in a mode of quotes, maybe that's something to get a quote for as well and see if we can meet or beat.
Do I get any discounts
can
if
hurt.
I get a quote from you guys?
Of course you do.
Oh,
The beauty of
okay.
membership with Visions, it kind of pays off over and over and over again.
Okay.
So that's something to do before we go today. Now, I know I asked you a lot of questions, right?
Yes.
This sounds like an interview. I had to. And then we spoke about a lot of things today too. But let me kind of break it down so we know what the plan is. I'm going to go set up the account for you right now. We'll establish your membership.
Okay.
We'll set up your checking account and savings account. And from there, I'll give you some paperwork
Okay.
to get moved over your direct deposit.
Okay.
We'll set up your online banking right now as well, so you have visibility on the spot. And then towards the end, we'll run a couple of quotes on your debt consolidation options. and see which one you would prefer or which way you'd like to go.
Okay, that sounds good.
Feeling good?
Yes,
You ready to go?
yes.
All right,
do it.
let's get started.